On this Tuesday, September 30th of 2025 at 9 minutes after 11, we've got a temperature of 73 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. All engine running.
Rush Hour is just getting started on Beaver County Radio. It's time for Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks. It's the show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There will be guests, and Noah Haswell will have the news at the top and bottom of each hour. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
All right, hour number 2 here on Beaver County Radio on a Tuesday morning. And here in hour number 2 this morning, we're going to talk about education, and specifically the Beaver County Foundation is in. Mark Miner as well as Teresa Latterer are here to talk about some scholarships that have recently been handed out. And so, Mark, let's start with you a little bit. What do you think of the new digs? I mean, you said you used to work for Michael Baker, correct?
I worked here from 1985 to 1991 as a junior public relations executive.
All right. So what do you think of the place now?
It's amazing. It was an amazing building then. I used to walk in the front door, through the foyer, past the receptionist, and I ran up the steps because I loved the work and I loved the people. And it was at a time when Baker had just come out of near bankruptcy and nearly sold into oblivion, and the employees bought out the control of the company and strung together 3 or 4 quarters of profitability, and they figured they could hire a junior PR person. And it just was an exciting time, and the vision that Dick Shaw had in moving the company ahead and inspiring the employees to great performance. It was a great run till he retired, and that's when I left.
That's awesome. So, but we got new digs here now. So,
well, it's a beautiful building with beautiful space. I'll be curious to see how you build out the rest of the building, or maybe you have.
Well, we have a church on the one side, and the county actually has the whole back side of the building.
Well, the church space used to be the printing department, so they had one big one-color Heidelberg press and a host of smaller presses and copiers for reports and proposals and drawings and all the things that engineering firms need.
That's pretty cool. So, all right, well, what we're here to talk about today is the Beaver County Foundation. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the Beaver County Foundation and exactly what they do?
Well, I can do that, and my colleague Teresa, who's our executive director, probably even has more knowledge than I do, but this was a group founded in the early 1990s by a number of leading business and philanthropic-minded people who felt that Beaver County needed its own endowment fund that could reinvest back into the community, whether it was community projects or scholarships. And it was supercharged when money became available at the 200th anniversary of the death of Benjamin Franklin, which occurred in 1791, I think. And under the terms of his will, whatever money he had left behind after he had given it away to his family and friends or whatever, he set aside money that was to grow for 200 years, and he wanted to demonstrate the power of compound interest. And so at the end of that 200 years, I don't know the millions that it had grown into, but all of a sudden, the trustees of that fund had a problem on their hand. They had to do something with this enormous amount of money, and so they agreed to give it to worthy community projects, and the Beaver County Foundation was forming or had formed around that time and said, we want a chunk of that. And how much did we get, Teresa?
We got $25,000.
$25,000.
And got it started.
Got it started. And our motto has always been, from tiny acorns, oak trees grow, and that's kind of what we're trying to build here.
Well, here in the county, to have something like this, and I looked at the list of the scholarships recently, and they're all under, whether it's different names, like Dr. Nick Trombetta Scholarship. How do you guys go about gathering and getting money to be able to give out scholarships to everybody?
So a lot of it is people come to us.
Okay.
They have seen one of our first scholarship funds was the Ambridge 1950s Scholarship Fund. They had a reunion, and they had $20,000 left over. And it was put into a savings account for one of the leaders, and she got a 1099 at the end and said, "Whoa, this isn't my money. I don't want to pay taxes on this." So she had talked to some of the people who were talking about starting the foundation. She decided to put it with us. And each year, that fund gives between 15 and 29 scholarships to Ambridge graduates, varying in amounts from $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. And that's how we got started. And so other people have heard about that. A lot of them come to us. Some of them have seen the website, some of us Facebook, whatever. And a lot of them come to us and say, "Hey, we'd like to start a fund in memory of our relative, or to do this, or I like, I'm invested in, I want more people to be entrepreneurs, so they have anybody going into business, scholarships like that."
That's pretty neat, because I noticed that each scholarship has a name associated to it. It seems like a memorial type scholarship, a lot of them. So that's how it just goes about it. So if the family wants to start something, they just come to the foundation and they can get that work.
For as little as $5,000.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it doesn't, we just, Teresa can tell you more. We just got a new one this week in the amount of
$75,000. It's in memory of their sister. Mm-hmm. A lot of it's from her estate. She's from Ambridge. She had a stroke 20 years before, but lived 20 years, and she was always happy and joyful, and regardless of her physical limitations. So they wanted to do something in memory of her.
That's pretty cool. So now, is that so? The $75,000 so much each year goes to somebody?
Yes, a dedicated percentage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's a 4%. I'm not sure what.
It's usually a 5% of the 3-year trailing average, but there are other ones that say, "Hey, we want to give a $5,000 scholarship each year." So it depends on what they want.
Okay. We're visiting this morning with Teresa Latterer and Mark Miner from the Beaver County Foundation. If you do have any questions, you are welcome to call them at 774-1888 and 843-1888. We are going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with more right after this.
Something that's more than just a job? Then this good news is for you. PA Connected Communities helps people with intellectual disabilities and autism by using fun activities like cooking, pottery, and volunteerism to learn valuable skills. PACC is hiring for full-time and part-time in Beaver, Butler, and surrounding areas. When was the last time you got paid to go bowling, the movies, swimming, or doing a community service project? If you're looking for a great job where you can help others improve their life skills, gain independence, and participate in community activities, all while having fun and get paid nicely too, then visit PACC.org.
Snack wraps are back at your local McDonald's. A tortilla filled with white meat chicken, lettuce, and cheese with your choice of ranch or spicy sauce. Available a la carte or in a 2-snack wrap combo meal. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Patriot Home Care is now hiring caregivers. Are you a caring and compassionate individual looking for a reliable income with benefits? Then call Patriot Home Care today. Benefits include health insurance, life insurance, paid vacation after 1 year, and 1.5 times hourly pay for overtime plus holiday hours. Patriot Home Care employees provide personal care, conversation and companionship, medication reminders, light housekeeping and laundry, meal preparation, and errands. Start your career in home care today and call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or apply online at patriothomecare.org.
In these unprecedented times, staying informed with accurate information is a necessity, especially in an emergency. Believe it or not, the power to stay informed and be aware on important news alerts in your area is right at your fingertips. Beaver County Emergency Services urges you to sign up for instant mobile message alerts today. It's quick and easy, and once you enroll, Amber Alerts, weather emergencies, and many valuable safety, warning, and important news bulletin updates will arrive as text messages in your cell phone. Sign up now by visiting beavercountypa.gov. It's free, and it could be a lifesaver for you or somebody else in trouble. Put your fingertips to work and turn your phone into an instant notification alert device. Beaver County Emergency Services, along with other partner organizations, is pleased to make instant notifications available to you. So sign up today.
On May 25th of 1948, Beaver County Radio started broadcasting live from 7th Avenue in Beaver Falls. Fast forward 75 years to June 16th of 2023, and Beaver County Radio is now broadcasting live from the all-new Beaver County Radio Studios in Brighton Township. Weekday mornings were meant to drive in the fast lane. It's Frank Sparks on Beaver County Radio.
It is 10:19. Well, actually, it's 10:20 on the nose here in Beaver County on your Tuesday morning. Currently sitting at 70 degrees and cloudy skies. Noah Haswell will be in to have some news at 11:30, and then coming up this afternoon, don't forget to tune in. It will be the O Show with Orlana Drury. And also, don't forget on Wednesday nights, which is tomorrow night, we have the Pat Narduzzi Show for you at 6, and then the Coach's Corner at 7 o'clock on Beaver County Radio. And our game of the week this week, we're going to Riverside, Freedom in Riverside. So tune in for that on Friday night as well. We're visiting in hour number 2 this morning with Teresa Latterer from the Beaver County Foundation, along with Mark Miner. And we're talking about some of the scholarships and different, what the foundation does and some of the scholarships that they've been able to give out over the last couple of years. So let's dig into this a little bit. So over $87,000 in scholarships handed out this year.
Yeah, that might be our highest since I've been here.
That's a record?
I believe it might be. I've been here since 2014, and I don't think we've ever given out that many before.
That's awesome. Highlight some of the scholarships.
Well, as I said, the Ambridge 1950s normally gives out 15 to 20 scholarships. We have a medical scholarship for students going to medical school. That's a $5,000 scholarship. TCM, the owners of a lot of the McDonald's in the area, give out 2 scholarships each year to students attending Newcastle School of Trades.
Now, are they specific, like the school district, some of them, or?
Yes, there's
Okay.
Some of them are school specific, some of them are for anybody in the county. Some of them are for women, some of them are for specific majors.
Okay.
The whole list is on the website. They can look at it. And the nice thing this year is we started an online application. So instead of doing separate applications for if they qualify for 2 or more scholarships, they can just do all of them one time online.
So go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was just going to say that the website is beavercountyfoundation.com. Beaver
You act
County
like you're an
Foundation.
old pro at this or something. You know the answers before I'm going to even ask them.
Yeah.
So,
I have the face for radio, as they say.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you. So, but how does somebody go about applying for it? So what are the stipulations to be able to apply for? I mean, you talked about the school district related and field related for some of them and different things. But what are some of the personal requirements that they have to be able to apply for one of them?
Again, it depends on the scholarship.
Okay.
Some of them you have to have a certain grade point average. Some of them are based on financial need. Some of them you have to have a specific major. So, but there's at least one scholarship for anybody in the county to apply to. So every graduating senior in Beaver County is eligible to apply for at least one.
And I noticed there's a pretty big variety in school districts represented in people that received scholarships in this year's scholarships with the $87,000 ones.
Right. As I said, every school district in Beaver County
That's
can
awesome.
apply. So
And this year we gave scholarships to we gave 56 grants to 43 different high school graduates representing 11 different communities
That's awesome.
where their hometowns are served by different school districts, but 11 different communities is pretty impressive.
That is. Now, if they apply for they go on and they want to apply for one of the scholarships, do they have to write an essay or do anything
Yes.
of that? Okay.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the process of them actually applying.
Right. So the application, you have to have personal information like your address, name, all that stuff. You have to have a letter of recommendation from someone, teacher, counselor, somebody. You have to write an essay. Some of the scholarships require a separate essay. We have a scholarship that is for music majors. So they have to provide a scholarship in addition to the one that we require, which is general essay. They have to write an essay of what music means to me. And there are a couple other ones that have to do extra essays. They have to have a transcript from their guidance counselor, and that automatically goes to the guidance counselor, and they send it directly to us.
And it does help to work with your guidance counselor, doesn't it? But you can do it on your own.
Yes. Yes.
And they can anybody can get this information too through their guidance counselor at their schools. At
Correct.
All the schools?
A lot of the guidance counselors have it on their webpage. They send out newsletters to the kids every month. These are the scholarships that are available in the county, so apply.
I mean, at this time, I mean, with today and the way society is today and the way schools cost, every little bit helps anybody.
Right.
Well, and you can win more than one. We had one student, Sean Hacklow Jr. of Midland, who won 3 scholarships, and that totals $3,500, and that's a nice little chunk off your tuition.
Yeah. Now, is that for just one semester or over
It's
a period of
for the
time?
year.
Or for the year?
So
Okay.
normally this colleges split them half each semester.
Okay. Now, can you reapply over again for them, or do you just can
Most
you
of
only
them
get it
are
once?
just for graduating seniors.
Okay, gotcha.
There are a couple, though. One of them that we have, the John Knobloch Scholarship, if you get it your freshman year, it is renewable for 4 years if you maintain a 3.0 grade point average in college.
Well, that's cool.
So all they have to do is send us their transcripts, and if they're eligible, then they get an extra $2,000 for the next 3 years.
And I think, aren't we funding a doctorate, a medical degree student in West Virginia
Yes.
from Beaver County?
So that's the Sherry Zudnik Scholarship. And she has to have applied and been accepted at medical school. And it's a $5,000 scholarship. Now, they can reapply for that, but we try to take preference over somebody who has not received the scholarship. But if she's the only one that applies, she could get it again. We've had that happen.
That's pretty good. So, what is there any new ones down the pipeline that are coming? You know, some new scholarships that anybody's investing in, or
The new one we just got this week is the Marie Perry Simarusti Scholarship. That's the one I was telling you about, that the woman had a stroke and they were doing in memory of her. That's the Ambridge one. We also received this past year the Arnold Mitchell Scholarship in memory of a gentleman's grandparents, who one of them went to New Brighton, one was from Beaver Falls, so they give a scholarship each year to one from each of those schools.
that's pretty cool.
And then we had a new one within the year or two on Addie's Equine Fund. What was that all about?
Right, that's not a scholarship, but that's a young lady who battled brain cancer and passed away at the age of 17, I believe it was.
From Hopewell, wasn't she?
From Hopewell. She was very involved in equine therapy, and her parents and her wanted to pass that on to other cancer patients. So that one is raising money so that people who have kids who have cancer can get equine therapy.
That's pretty cool. Now, is the foundation, Beaver County Foundation, is that all you guys deal in, is like scholarships and things like that, or are there other programs you get involved with?
There are a host of, we call them field of interest investments. There are 2 others, donor advised and organizational endowments. So, for example, the Beaver Area Heritage Foundation has several funds here. That's just one that I'm involved with. The Beaver County Industrial Museum, the Patterson Christian Ministry Fund. These benefit the community. They don't benefit individuals with needs, but rather they work on improvement of the community at some level. Again, these lists are all available on our website at beavercountyfoundation.com. And it's amazing. There's missionary funds, Christian ministry funds. The Hopewell Education Foundation has its fund within our fund. So there are just a host of these. We could go on and on and on for hours about the different ones and how they benefit the community in some way.
So what is the total vision of the Beaver County Foundation?
I think we're working to articulate that. We're still kind of digging deep into what it is that we really do, the impact. We want to be changing up our website a bit to reflect more of a current vision. Our founder, Chick O'Data, passed away during the COVID era, and so we've been trying to, he was just like a one-man PR and fundraising giant, and we've been trying to reinvent ourselves in the wake of his very sudden passing. And so I think I think we even talked about it at breakfast this morning with a couple of our board directors who are on our marketing and fundraising committee. But what is our impact? What do we do? If you look at what the Pittsburgh Foundation says, it's about changing lives. It's about having an impact. It's about reinvesting in our young people who are our future. It's about taking the additional steps to bring extra money into the community that it might not be able to tap into otherwise, to really make Beaver County an extraordinary place to live and work. And, we're so much in the shadow of Pittsburgh. We're Beaver County, down there, Donna River. And I think we aspire to be more than that. And absolutely. I think having the vision, there are a lot of vision, but there's not always the money to put these into play. And I think we're bringing that. And the more we can grow, the more we have available to invest. And that's part of the building of adding more funds. It's not growth for growth's sake, but it's growth to generate more of the income that we can, at our discretion, invest in worthy projects, as well as the providing returns for those that have funds with us.
Okay. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you guys that you wanted to throw out there? Or?
I don't know. I think we've covered a lot of the stuff. Okay. I mean, we have 78 funds altogether.
Okay.
And our endowment is now up to, is it 13 million?
We're over 15
wow.
million, and we have 82 funds right now.
82
awesome.
funds. So we need to update our website because which is yet on our task list.
One thing I wanted to ask that I was thinking about just now. When is the deadline? So if you're a senior now, and you want to apply for a scholarship, when's the deadline that they have to get that in for
May
this
1st.
year? May 1st.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything has to be in by May 1st.
All right. And how can they get more information from the Beaver County?
Just go to our
Foundation?
website. All of our scholarships are listed there. The application's there. If they need additional information, they can call us at 724-728-1331, or they can email me, and that's on our website too.
Okay.
So that's beavercountyfoundation.com, and we also have a Facebook page. We have over 250 followers now, which is kind of amazing, and we put a lot of updates. We like to put pictures of our scholarship winners along with where they went to school, what they're going to be majoring in, and we also have various announcements about new funds or ways to create a fund if you were so inclined for as little as $5,000. So our Facebook page, again, Beaver County Foundation, is a great place to get updates.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for coming in today and letting us know about the Beaver County Foundation and educating us a little bit more about it.
Hey, thanks for having us. We'll keep you posted on future activities.
Absolutely. So, all right, Noah Haswell's coming up next with news here on Beaver County Radio.
Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland opens its 2025-2026 season with the award-winning comedy classic Guys and Dolls, October 3rd through the 12th, sponsored by Clearview Federal Credit Union. For tickets, visit lincolnparkarts.org.
Beaver County Radio and Fry Transportation are on the move, and they're coming your way with the best Beaver County has to offer. You're listening to Beaver County Radio, proudly presented by Fry Transportation.